I'm a 98 A student and here's all of my subjects and how hard I found each of them. So I did English, methods, spec, general, biology, chemistry, and also I did French, but I dropped it halfway through year 12. A lot of people like to ask me what I found the hardest and what subjects I spent the most time on, and it's actually very interesting because even though everyone likes to think spec is the hardest subject by far, which it is quite hard, didn't think that spec was the hardest out of all the subjects that I did. By the way, we recently released VCE English GPT, which is the best AI tool for studying VCE English. The way I like to explain it is like this. Whenever you pick a subject, generally the subject you'll find the hardest is the subject you like the least. And that's not always true. For example, even though I didn't really like general maths, I can accept that it was much easier compared to my other subjects. For me, I found methods the hardest, then chem and English, then spec, bio, and finally general maths. Now, a lot of you guys who are doing methods and spec right now might be super shocked that I would say that methods is the hardest subject because obviously spec scales higher and it's meant to be harder. But methods, honestly, if you do the exam, you'll realize that methods is much more about application questions. It's almost like brain teasers and they're extremely difficult compared to what you learn in class. While in spec, what I like to say is that it's much more formulaic. It's like if you know how to do it, then you can do it. And if you don't know, then you don't know. But for methods, it's like you really have to dig deep, really apply all the knowledge you've learned throughout the time. And there are some of those really difficult application questions that seem like they came straight out of like an Olympiad or something. Chem and English, both of them were subjects that I was not very comfortable with, especially chemistry, because chemistry is extremely content heavy and it's really hard to learn in a short period of time. I would argue that something like general maths or biology is relatively easier to learn in a short amount of time, and chemistry itself also was like a mixture of maths and also like the biology kind of humanities style, which required so much knowledge and content. And that was just really hard for me to kind of fit into my schedule of methods and spec as well. And English, I would say that some people find English easy, some people find it hard, but a lot of the time, since it's a subject that requires you to kind of have a teacher to be able to share feedback and to be able to improve, it made it really difficult to kind of schedule it in. And near the end, I actually kind of did struggle to get the right amount of feedback that I needed to improve.